Now we come to the chop saw, and this is where we start getting into the time where you need to know your particular project size. The opening between my two sides was 14 and 7/16. So it was just shy of 14 and a half. So 14 and 7/16, and I want a 1/16 of an inch of gap on the left and the right. So whatever that is, subtract an eighth. 14 and 7/16 minus 2/16 would be 14 and 5/16. So I can set that right here. Now remember, as always, trim off an end, then cut off the other end. Now that this piece is done, the way that this drawer is set up is that, of course, these two will be in a rabbet joint into the drawer, which we'll get to in a second, and the back will be rabbeted in as well. So we're going to put a rabbet joint in between these two. So I'm keeping 1/4 of an inch. So the rabbet will be 1/4 inch deep, which means I have 1/4 inch of wood left. So whatever this total is, which will match this eventually, I mean, they should be the same when I'm done, I need to subtract another 1/2 inch of length. So whatever this one was, subtract 1/2 inch, and this will be only for the back piece only. So if you want to go here and just count down 1/2 inch, that's 8/16, 8 of them. Go ahead and do that and just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go ahead and cut your piece. So my measurement, my length ended up at 13 and 13/16. And so I don't lose track of it. I'm just going to lightly with a pencil write on back, just so I know it's the back. That'll sand off real easy later. So these two are now done, other than some joinery. These side pieces need to be a certain length. So to get that length, measure your inside of your box, not from side to side. That's these two. Front to back, you need to butt your tape measure into the back piece and measure to the front edge, and mine was 15 and 1/4. Whatever that measurement is, subtract 3/4 of an inch. So get the total minus 3/4. In my case, 15 and 1/4 minus 3/4 is 14 and 1/2. So 14 and 1/2 right there. I'm just going to cut them both at the same time. If you want to label these your sides, you can, but since I have the back labeled and I know the front is different than these, I can figure it out from there. Now that you've got all your pieces, now we can do some joinery.